Hi there, I'm Dom and I'll be looking at the Gavotte, and this is by Francois Couperin, who was born in 1668 and passed away in 1733. He was a French Baroque composer, and I'll talk a little bit about the Gavotte. It became popular in the court of Louis XIV, where Jean-Baptiste Lully was the leading court composer. When present in the Baroque suite, the gavotte is often played after the saraband and before the jig, along with the optional dance such as the minuet. The gavotte in the Baroque period is typically in binary form. The gavotte originated as a French folk dance. Muffat said that the gavotte it is the second or fourth note in 2-beat measures and on even numbered eighth notes in 4-beat measures. Always better to hold back, said the notes slightly than to rush them. And the gavotte is, I think this is Kienberger said, the gavotte is a dance of gay and pleasant character. It is, to be sure, not as common in social dances as in theatrical ones. Its characteristics are as a duple meter, which is usually 2/2 in settled and not too rapid tempo. Every melodic section begins in the outbeat of the measure with 2 quarter notes. The rhythmic sections are of an even number of measures, which, in addition, tend towards perceptible insights in the second measure. It consists of 2 sections, each containing 8 measures. Now, I'll show you how the piece sounds like, and we can get a feel of what it's supposed to sound like, basically. Okay, I'll just cut it now. Just a few bars. That was just up to bar 5 on the piece there, and as you can already tell, there's a lot of dotted note Inegale bits there are, and that's because, well, it became quite famous under Lully and all the French composers that it's dotted rhythms. How it looks like on the piece though is just but actually how it's supposed to sound is because just to give it that rhythmic drive, as Francois Couperin said sometimes, and it's not noted like that on the piece itself, but it's actually just so, yeah, like I said, just gives it rhythmic drive basically, so it has somewhere to go. And then on the piece, as we heard, there's a few mordants as indicated, and basically the mordants sound just to give it that bit of extra pizzazz, I guess, a bit of extra something in the piece. And they're quite scattered around. There's a lot of ornamentation scattered around all over the place, to be honest. We've got bar in bars 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 and 15, littered with ornaments. All different, just basically mordants really, and also trills. The one fascinating ornamentation we have is in bar 2 of the piece, where we've got an appoggiatura on the crotchet, which I think is just because you don't want the sound to die out, so they're trying to not trill, but just give it a bit of just a different sort of ornamentation, just to be a bit different, I guess. Then I'll just have the rest of the piece. It's basically the same sort of pattern as the beginning, just with the note Inegale, basically continuing throughout the whole piece. So I'll just play the rest of the piece for you, and then we'll see how it goes, see how it sounds. Just the bass bit coming in. bass is soon coming in with a bass line for the main melodic phrase. But again, as we can see, there was a clear indication there of the note in Inegale coming through. We have the da 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 da. But so it's not, and even though they've got a legato, some of them have a legato line, like in bar 9 and bar 1, over two. It's a four quaver phrase, but there's two slur lines on each two quavers, and it's still played with a rhythmic drive, but they're just a bit. It's not so disjointed, so it's not da 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 sort of thing, just to give it just a bit of different texture really. And again, we have these mordants in 9, 10 and 12, just littered all over the place in this piece, just to give it that extra bit of something, just to spice it up, I guess, in the court, so they can dance. It's a dancing piece, quite lively, and as Lully, I know, as Couperin said, sometimes the notes in the guard noted as unequal, so basically the da da da. For example, in some of the keyboard works of Francois Couperin, where he uses a dot to indicate the local note, but it's quite obvious, I guess, in the how it would be performed in those times, that it would just have a dotted drive to it, so it would go da 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 da, because that's how they intended it to perform. If it sounds quite boring if it's just da 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 da, sorry, da 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 da, la 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 la. There's just no rhythmic drive to it. It's not going anywhere. We don't have many different ornaments in this piece. It's just really the more upper mordants that we get quite a lot of. It's kind of just going up one note and then down, sort of thing. And that's all really that happens in this piece. It's a lovely piece to listen to by Couperin. I don't know really what else to say apart from the mordants and the ornamentations. Just it's carried on throughout the whole piece on the melodic line and the top line, and it's just mordants and really dotted note Inegale, which became famous around this time. So I hope I explained it well. Thank you very much.